I'm a woman.
And I'm a man.
That I'm going to be talking about how horrible and disgusting men are.
And that I'm going to be telling you that all women are crazy.
Which is what we normally would do, but today we're going to switch things up.
Ladies, I will be giving you the male perspective on male behavior.
And I'll be giving the guys in here some insight into female behavior. You see, I've noticed that guys are horrible at reading girls. They never see a woman for who she truly is.
I don't know how many times I've seen a girl fall for some guy and be like, "What are you doing? He's clearly a jerk."
Today, my friends, we are all going to learn about relationship red flags.
For those of you who have not read a self-help blog, this red flag is a warning that something could be seriously wrong with someone.
Now, shouldn't it be obvious when someone is messed up? Well, no. Most people don't go around wearing their issues as a graphic tee.
That would be awesome though. For example, shoes with mouth open, or secretly attracted to My Little Pony.
My Little Pony? See, that's weird.
Hey, it's a thing. Google it.
Anyways, most people who have serious issues either do their best to pretend they don't, or don't have the self-awareness to know that they even have one in the first place. Or they're really hot, and we pretend we don't see that they're off the rails of the crazy train. Moving on.
Let's start with the basics. We all know that most girls out there like jerks.
Excuse me?
I said most girls. I like to call it the frog prince obsession. For whatever reason, girls want the quintessential bad boy, but only at first. They're attracted to his confidence, his charisma, his lack of concern for authority, his flawless jawline, and the fact that their parents are going nuts by the fact that they're even dating him in the first place. Eventually, though, they want the commitment type. The, "he's got goals for his future." The, "he would be such a great dad" type. But the truth is, no matter how many times you kiss that frog, he will always just be a frog.
No, if I love him enough, if he loves me enough, we'll live happily ever after with our 2 kids, our environmentally responsible compact SUV, and our weekly pottery class date nights. What? No. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years.
No matter what you do, no matter how much you love him, he will always just be a frog.
No, no, I just need to love him more.
Guys, all of us girls have these dreams for the future. No matter what she says, even if she says she's just like one of the guys or doesn't believe in relationship labels, she's already pictured getting married to you, just an FYI. And while I'm destroying your fantasies, no woman finds video games attractive. Watching guys play video games is at the same level as getting a cavity filled. Really.
So Chloe was lying to me this whole time? She said she liked watching me play video games.
No! How quickly did she break up with you after you played for 4 hours straight?
We haven't broken up. She just hasn't been responding to my texts lately.
It's been a month. She ghosted you.
She's just been really busy.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that. Anyways, moving on to our next lesson for the day. Just like many women suffer from an obsession with their frog prince, many men suffer from what I call wounded bird syndrome.
Wounded bird syndrome? What's that?
Well, it's the tendency for men to date broken women because they want to fix them.
Fix them? Like a car?
Well, pretty much. Maybe it's the way their brains are wired, or maybe it's the way they're raised, but men feel like it's their job to fix things. Watch.
This tiny, innocent, fragile bird has broken its wing. Don't worry, little one. I'll fix you. You'll see.
The problem is, inner wounds don't heal like broken bones. You can't just put someone in a cast and 6 weeks later expect them to be new again.
All right, you're all healed and ready to fly, little one. Oh no! You broke your wing again. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
See, she emotionally can fly. But really, she can't fly.
Emotionally fly? What do you mean?
She's wounded emotionally. If she doesn't work on her emotional wounds, she'll never fly.
All right, promise me you'll try to fly this time. I don't get it. Why? Why won't you fly? Your wing healed. Why won't you fly?
What he's not realizing is that this symbolic bird won't ever fly until it fixes itself. Hey, dude, she's never gonna fly for you.
But why? Why won't you fly?
Because what's wrong with her can't be fixed by you.
But her wing healed. She can fly.
The stuff that's going on with her, she's got to deal with on her own.
Maybe if I love her enough, she'll heal.
Listen, you can't fix anyone else. It doesn't matter if you love her or not, you can't fix her. She has to fix herself.
I once tried to fix a girl once.
Oh, yeah? How did that go?
She stole my signed Taylor Swift poster and sold it on eBay for 20 bucks.
Wow, you picked a real winner there.
Well, since we're bringing up embarrassing exes, how about we talk about Chad?
Okay, nothing was wrong with Chad.
Nothing was wrong with Chad. He was a crier.
Nothing is wrong with being the emotional type.
No, not necessarily, but he cried about literally everything. He broke his pencil, he cried. His football team lost, he cried. I once saw him cry about a broken pencil again.
Again? He needed his pencil then to take notes or something.
Take notes? Take notes on what? We were eating lunch. Is he taking notes on the quality of the bread? Seriously, folks, he was the biggest boo-hooer I've ever seen. Wow, this episode of Breaking Bad is a rerun! Wow, my mom didn't pack me a note with my lunch!
Can we get back to the red flags, please? Speaking of embarrassing exes, our next red flag is about people who are still hung up on their ex.
Looking at these two, you'd never guess that there's any trouble in paradise. It's obvious they're into each other.
I'm so into you. I'm so into you too.
But let's keep watching for any red flags. Got yours ready?
Yep, right here.
Alright, let's watch how this plays out.
I like you so much. Should we make this official?
I like you too, but... Oh! I'm not ready for a relationship yet. You see, I'm not over my ex.
As you can see,
That's what you decided to show? That's not really a hidden red flag.
well, if you let me finish, I can explain. Can I finish? As you can see, he decided to be upfront and honest with his feelings. But any person who's still hung up on their ex wouldn't just blurt out and say it. Let's try this again with a different approach.
I like you so much. Should we make this official?
Yeah, absolutely. You're so awesome.
No, you're so awesome.
No, you're so awesome.
Oh, our first fight.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry too. Let's never fight again. Promise?
Promise. Hey, you know what would be the most awesome?
What?
If you dyed your hair red.
You want me to dye my hair red?
Yeah, and you could wear green contacts?
You want me to have red hair and green eyes? What's wrong with my hair and eye color?
Nothing. You would just be so much prettier.
Didn't your ex-girlfriend have red hair and green eyes?
Whenever someone wants you to look or act like their ex, it's probably a good sign they'd rather have them than you, not to mention the creep factor there.
There's still one more sure sign that they're not over their ex.
There sure is. Let's watch.
I'm so glad we made this official.
Me too.
Hey, we should take a picture together. Oh, we're so cute. I love us.
I love us too. I'm so glad you're not like my ex. She was just psycho crazy mother biscuit.
Shut up. Ladies, if your boyfriend is still talking about his ex, even if it is in a negative way, that means he's still thinking of her. And if he's still thinking of her, he's not over her.
Isn't it amazing how a guy's ex is always crazy?
What do you mean?
Well, they were fine when they were dating, but once they break up, they're all of a sudden crazy.
Well, I don't know about other guys, but if the ladies don't want me, they're clearly insane. Because, I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want this?
Oh yeah. All 4 billion women in the world must be deranged then, because we don't want you.
That's the only logical explanation.
Yep, that must be it. So anyways, while guys have their delusions about how desirable they are, girls, you know, we have our own issues too.
Like what?
Well, we tend to be insecure, and we get jealous easily.
Jealous? What? No.
Not all of us are, just most of us.
Uh-huh.
It's normal to get jealous every once in a while But if your girlfriend gets jealous over literally everything and everyone, that's a major red flag.
Who is she? Be more specific, babe. This girl asked me what time you're available for dinner?
What's the contact name?
Gammy?
That would be my grandmother.
Oh. Well, why are you having dinner with her?
Sweetheart.
Whose number is this?
I can't see the screen. Sweetheart.
Hello? This is his girlfriend? Who are you? Sarah from Papa John's? Look, I don't care who your dad is. Why are you calling my boyfriend? Why do you need his address? You need to deliver his pizza? Like I'm supposed to believe that? Is delivering pizza code for something? Hello?
Can you need my phone back?
Why? So you can send Sarah from Papa John's your frickin' address? I don't think so.
Who knew someone could be so jealous of pizza? I mean, I'm jealous of people who have pizza right now because I would love some pizza right now. Do you have some pizza? No? How about some Takis? Someone here has to have some Takis. You have Takis, don't you?
Your obsession with food is disturbing.
It's not an obsession. I just have a healthy long-term relationship with food. I can quit anytime I want.
So speaking of obsessions,
It's not an obsession.
So speaking of obsessions, our next red flag is about people who have an insane obsession. See, hobbies and interests are normal and healthy, but if a hobby gets in the way of your normal way to live, it's an obsession.
See, I can live a normal life.
Fine, you have a long-term healthy relationship with food. Happy?
Now that I'm fed, I'm really happy. Look at this lovely couple. See how the boyfriend is playing video games?
And notice how his partner seems super psyched about this.
Video games can be a fun pastime activity. It's not like it's heroin or something like that.
Okay, by the way, if your partner is doing heroin and you're not realizing it, that's a red flag. You probably need to go to a shrink. Just saying.
There's a fine line between a hobby and a compulsion. Let's take a poll here. How many of you play video games? That's quite a bit of you. How many of you have played video games for more than 3 hours straight? A little less of you, but that's still pretty common.
Here's where the compulsion kicks in.
How many of you have taken a stimulant so you can stay up later to play video games? How many of you have worn an adult diaper so you don't have to take a break to use the bathroom? Good, none of you do that. That's gross.
How would that be for a call of duty? You don't get it? Do you get it? Please? Please get it?
You're not funny.
I am the funniest person I know. That's all that matters.
You keep telling yourself that.
I am the funniest person I know. I am the funniest person I know. Aren't I the funniest person?
Can we get back to this very important red flag here?
I suppose.
Did you know that more and more parents are charged with child neglect because of video games? I read this one lovely story about this amazing couple who let their child starve to death.
Now, lucky for this guy here, he doesn't have any children. But that doesn't mean video games won't get in the way of his life.
Babe. What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you want to do?
We are doing something.
I know, but we could, like, go see a movie, hang out with Josh and Sam.
We're already doing this. Plus, I thought you liked watching me play.
I love watching you play, but a little change might be...
What? Seriously? Right now when I was gonna level up?
Babe, what's wrong?
Freaking Wi-Fi went out again. Ugh, why does my life suck so much? Everything bad happens to me.
Time out. If your boyfriend is reacting like this for something so small compared to, actual problems, alarms should be going off immediately.
Babe, calm down. I don't see what's such a big deal. It's just a game.
Just a game? Just a game?
What's just a game to them is the equivalent of his life's work to him. No, that doesn't make sense. That's just how they feel.
I think you're being hormonal right now.
What?
Hormonal is boyfriend speak for you're acting freaking psycho.
Yeah, is it your time of the month or something?
Ladies, notice how he's blaming his temper tantrum on their menstrual cycle. Classic man manipulation.
You're a jerk. I'm leaving. Come talk to me when you grow up.
Whatever, psycho.
I think we need to move on from video games. Half of our audience is sitting there thinking, oh, they don't know me. They don't know my life.
All right. Another thing guys seem way into these days is physical fitness.
So you're saying physical fitness is bad?
Well, if it inhibits your ability to live a normal life, well, yeah.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me. See, I don't see how this is a problem.
Well, gladly. You see, the perfect physique takes a lot of time. Time, effort, and dedication.
Okay. Alright.
You find this attractive?
I'm alive.
That's disturbing. I guess this kind of thing is nice to look at if you're into that sort of thing.
You mean muscles?
But have you ever considered what this guy has sacrificed for this kind of body? Do you ever think he sits on his butt for hours doing anything? Ever? Whether you're a bookworm, a TV bitcher, or a gamer, this guy will have no idea what you're into because sitting on his butt will flatten his precious glutes.
So you're saying guys who look like this don't do anything besides work out?
Yes! Do you ever ask what a guy like this, what his hobbies are? It's always CrossFit, MMA, and the gym. Those aren't hobbies, those are punishments you give yourself for New Year's. And he's doing punishments for fun? Pain for fun? If that's not a mental illness of some kind, I don't know what is.
Okay.
And we haven't even begun to talk about how he is in a relationship, and we've established that he's kind of insane. Sure. He'll do that weird jiggle thing with his pecs, he'll do that weird ripple thing with his stomach. You'll tell him he can't bench press you, but then whenever he does it, you'll giggle. But when the novelty of it wears off, and you want the real relationship stuff to start, do you think this is going to be watching Game of Thrones with you? Maybe, but he won't be cuddling with you on the couch. Oh no. He'll be doing burpees in front of the TV so he doesn't flatten his precious glutes.
Stop talking about his glutes.
And I haven't even talked about how he is with his food issues.
His food issues?
Oh yes. Do you think this guy has achieved 10% body fat with cheeseburgers and fries? Oh no, only clean eating for Mr. Perfect Body over here. Imagine you're going to the theater, and he's all like, bro, are you really gonna eat that candy bar? That's like 24 grams of fat and 54 grams of sugar. That would suck. So ladies, I know that this may be a bit more appealing, but would you rather have a guy who has an empty shell of a man with the perfect body, or would you rather have a guy who will sit with you, watch TV with you, eat junk food with you? He may have an early onset dad bod, but hey, he'll be the one you're looking for.
All right, Dad Bod, I think it's time to move on. So we've talked about how someone can be way too into something, but what about someone who's way too into themselves?
Babe, do you think this is a good spot?
I don't know, let me check the lighting. Over here is better.
I made your favorite.
Babe, let's take some cute couples photos.
Alright.
Are you noticing how he's just a prop for her?
And that how he made this romantic picnic and all, and she hasn't even noticed it, let alone the picnic.
Are you hungry, babe?
What? Oh, yeah.
Do you wanna...
OMG, my pic got 100 likes already, and I have 7 new follow requests.
What would you like to...
Could you feed me that strawberry and take my pic when I'm like this?
Sure.
Guys, if this is what your dates with your girlfriend are like, you're not dating her, you're dating her Instagram account.
And you're not her boyfriend, you're her photographer, who isn't even getting paid.
You're right. It's over.
What? Oh, damn. Hey, if I pay you, will you take pics of me up on the hike to the waterfall this Saturday?
How much?
$50?
Throw in a footlong meatball sub, and it's a deal.
Okay.
I'm glad we could help that guy out.
See, why can't guys ever be interested in a normal female?
What? Where did this come up?
It's something I've been thinking about with all these red flags. See, I don't exhibit any red flags. Wouldn't you agree? You agree?
Sure. I mean, I guess you're pretty red flag free to me.
Yes, I'm smart, I'm confident, I have a great sense of humor. I'm cute, but I'm not obsessed with my looks. I mean, I don't contour the crap out of my face, so I look pretty much the same with or without makeup. I've never slashed anyone's tires, so I don't have, like, the crazy that the guys are so afraid of. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never even thought of cheating on anyone. I'm loyal, I'm honest, I eat like a normal human being for Pete's sake. You'd think I'd have at least some interest from the opposite sex, but no. Do you know what they want?
I assume you're going to tell me.
Damn right I'm gonna tell you. They want the self-obsessed, unstable ones.
They do?
It's like they're attracted to damage.
Attracted to damage?
Either that, or they find women who have it together frightening. Is
What?
that it? Is a smart, confident woman too much for you to handle?
Um,
Is my intelligence emasculating? Does it frighten your fragile sense of manhood?
Maybe. Maybe it's because we want to feel needed.
Needed? You need to feel needed.
Yeah? I mean, couldn't hurt to be a bit more vulnerable.
I knew it. Guys like weak women.
Not weak, just open.
Whatever.
What brought this on? You're usually so optimistic about dating.
I don't know, I guess just looking for the right person while weeding out all the crazies, it's exhausting. It's a well-known fact that like 25% of the population is dateable. I'm tired of it. Maybe I'll take a break from dating for a while.
Yep. Dating is awful. I mean, the only people who think dating is enjoyable are the ones who have been in long-term relationships for years and fantasize about the single life.
I'm sorry, I took out my frustration on you. Ready to move on to the next red flag?
No worries. That little tantrum you had there was the perfect lead-in for our next topic, toxic negativity. You see, you were just complaining that you didn't have any red flags, and that shows that you can be a little negative, and thus you have a red flag, and therefore are more attracted to men who are afraid of women who have it all together. I thought this would make you feel better.
You need to move away from me now. Negativity is extremely toxic, and it's a burden to have in a relationship, especially.
I have exciting news, sweetie.
Oh, joy.
I got you tickets to the Broncos game.
Oh, and when is it?
Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday?
Yeah, aren't you surprised?
It's supposed to be super hot on Sunday.
No, I checked, it's 70 degrees and sunny with a breeze.
Sounds miserable.
Miserable? How in any way does that sound miserable?
He's a pessimist. Everything is miserable.
Well, maybe I'll take my dad then.
Dad hates the Broncos.
Then I'll take my brother.
No, I'll go. Though it is very rude of you to throw this upon me.
Okay, dang.
Good evening. Can I start you off with a drink?
About damn time. I'll have a Coke.
I'm so sorry, we only have Pepsi tonight.
Pepsi? I hate this restaurant. Why do I even eat here? I hate my life.
If there's something else you like, I can get that around the house for the inconvenience. Maybe a lemonade or a soothing green tea?
Forget it.
You'll have an iced tea, I'll take water, please.
Service here sucks.
If your partner can turn anything into a negative situation, he's not going to be really enjoyable to be around for very long.
I heard the chicken here is really good.
It's kind of bland.
I love this tablecloth.
It reminds me of my abusive uncle.
The weather's been wonderful
It
lately.
was better last week.
I got us an all-expenses-paid trip to Bahamas.
Not interested.
They found a cure for cancer.
Sounds like a waste of money.
Negativity can come from a number of things, from past experiences, poor upbringing, depression, and more. It's usually not a pessimist's fault that they're a pessimist, but it's not your job to be constantly trying to make them happier. That's exhausting, and it's never going to work permanently, so really you can only be responsible for your own happiness.
I like that. The fact that you're only responsible for your own happiness. Everyone else's happiness, that's their own problem.
I like it too. I think we spend too much time worrying about someone else who may not even be worth all that time and effort.
Bottom line, if what you're doing doesn't seem to be ever enough for your partner, maybe they're not the one for you.
Well, ready to move on?
Sure, this next red flag may seem very romantic at first, but is actually a warning sign for very disturbing behavior to come.
What does it look like at first?
Well, at first it may seem like love at first sight. A man who wants control will sweep you right off your feet. He will shower you with all these romantic gifts, flowers, and give you all this attention and say all these lovely things to make you feel special and loved. On top of that, he'll want a commitment right away.
See, this doesn't sound bad at all.
Kind of like a fairy tale, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about fairy tales. They aren't real. Ladies, I know you were raised with princess movies, so I'm gonna tell you something that'll save you years of dating heartbreak. Knights in shining armor don't exist, okay? The fact about men is that we're smelly 75% of the time, we fart, we're commitment-phobes, we think X-rated thoughts pretty much constantly, and we like to eat. Basically, we're just silverback gorillas who learn to shave and speak. So any man, as I like to say, is a wolf in shining armor. Get it?
Yes, yes, instead of a wolf pretending to be a sheep, you're a wolf pretending to be a knight.
Exactly. So any man, aka wolf, pretending to be a knight in shining armor, has got a hidden agenda.
So any man who's romantic and wants to commit quickly is up to no good?
Not necessarily, but you don't want to get lost in the fantasy of the moment. It's important to go into it with some healthy skepticism. I mean, they don't know you, so why would they rush into it? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's because they want you to feel like you owe them something.
Owe them something?
Yes, watch.
OMG, I cannot believe she said that to you. Christina is such a freaking beer.
She totally is.
Girlfriend, she keeps blowing up that phone.
The guy I went out with on Saturday?
Don't you think him texting this much is a little weird? You've been out on one date.
Actually, we had the commitment talk already, and I kind of like that he's checking up on me. It means he's interested in what I'm doing. Kind of sweet.
He's calling you now?
Hello?
He's not going to like that her friend is a dude.
Really? Well, that's stupid, especially since a friend is obviously.
I'm hanging out with my friend Matt. Remember I talked about him this Saturday? Sweetie, he's...
What's he telling you?
All right, I'll call you in a few minutes.
What's going on?
I guess he's uncomfortable that I'm hanging out with a guy.
Did you explain to him that I don't bat that way?
I did, but he still doesn't like it.
So you dumped him, right? Well, what?
If you just saw how good he treated me, you'd get it. I don't want to ruin this.
Oh yeah, I see how it is.
That's messed up.
Well, that's only how it just starts. Eventually, though, that need for control grows, and he won't want her spending time with anyone but him.
Where the hell were you last night?
Sweetie, I told you I was having dinner with my family because my brother's home from college.
And what? That means you can't respond to my messages? I told you, I don't like that.
I know, that's why I texted you right after.
2 hours. 2 damn hours. How do I know you weren't out being a slut somewhere?
Okay. How does her having dinner with her family make her a slut?
Well, it's simple, really. It doesn't, but his goal is to make her on edge and make everything look like it's her fault. Insulting her is the best way for him to do that.
That's awful.
I'm sorry, I would have texted you, it's just my mom doesn't like us being on our phones when we're together as a family, you know?
You're so damn stupid. Always blaming everyone else for your own stupidity. Let me see your phone.
Why do you...
I said, let me see your phone.
Well, what are you looking for?
Shut up.
I could help,
I said, shut the hell up. You texted Jessica after you texted me last night.
I guess, I don't know.
I can't believe this. You are such a lying slut!
Alright, that's enough. Get on out of here!
Whatever, I was done with her anyway.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Are you alright?
Remember, beware of the wolf in shining armor. She gonna be okay?
Bruises heal. The emotional stuff takes longer to get over, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Well, with all these red flags, being with the wrong person can cause anyone to have relationship baggage.
I learned a lot about red flags today. More than I wanted to know. What?
Well, what you did back there,
Oh, yeah, that, yeah. I really shouldn't have lost my temper like that. But, you know, guys like that, they really get under my skin, really get on my nerves.
Well, what you did was pretty hot.
Yeah, I know. Wait, did you say hot?
Maybe.
You think this is hot?
What can I say? I guess the dad bod has grown on me.
Well, I've always thought of you as, well, you're amazing.
I am?
Yeah. So, I know how you said you were taking a break from the whole dating scenario, but, would you consider trying again with me sometime?
I suppose so. I know how to keep you happy for the most part.
And how is that?
Keep snacks in my purse.
Yes!
Oh, my hat.
My God. Why is there so much clapping?